Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrijatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Radita Sri Visakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी नितिनामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यरिषतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि बोल। So today we continue Bhagavad Gita chapter 18, text number 3.
I think Prabhu screen is not sharing your.
Okay, sorry Prabhu. त्याजम दोषवद इति एके कर्म प्राहुर्मनीषिणा यज्ञ दान तप कर्म न त्याजम इति च परे। Tyajam must be given up, doshavat as an evil, iti thus eke one group, karma work, prahu said, manishinaha of great thinkers, yagna sacrifice, dana charity, tapaha penance, karma work, na never, tyajam is to be given up, iti thus cha certainly, apare others. Translation. Some learned men declare that all kinds of fruitive activities should be given up, but there are yet other sages who maintain that acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned. There are many activities in the Vedic literature which are subjects of contention. For instance, it is said that an animal can be killed in a sacrifice, yet some maintain animal killing is completely abominable. Although animal killing in a sacrifice is recommended in the Vedic literature, the animal is not considered to be killed. The sacrifice is to give a new life to the animal. Sometimes the animal is given a new life after being killed in the sacrifice, and sometimes the animal is promoted immediately to the human form of life. But there are different opinions among the sages. Some say that animal killing should always be avoided, and others say that for a specific sacrifice it is good. All these different opinions on sacrificial activity are now being clarified by the Lord Himself. Nishchayam shrunu me tatra tyage bharata sattama tyago hi purusha vyagra trivida samprakirtitaha. Nishchayam certainly, shrunu here, me from me, tatra there, tyage in the matter of renunciation, bharata sattama, O best of the bharatas, tyagaha renunciation, he certainly, purusha vyagra, O tiger among human beings, Trivida, three kinds, Samprakirtitaha, is declared. Translation. O best of the Bharatas, hear from me now about renunciation, O tiger among men. There are three kinds of renunciation declared in the scriptures. Purport. Although there are differences of opinion about renunciation, here the Supreme Person of Godhead, Sri Krishna, gives his judgment, which should be taken as final. After all, these Vedas are different laws given by the Lord. Here the Lord is personally present, and his word should be taken as final. The Lord says that the process of renunciation should be considered in terms of the modes of material nature in which they are performed. Ribo, who wants to continue from this text?
Yes, Prabhu.
Ribo, thank you, Prabhu.
Yagdana tarpa karma यज्ञदान तापः कर्म न त्याज्यं कारमेव तथा यज्ञदानं तपश्चैव पावनानि मनीषिणाम् यज्ञ sacrifice dana charity tapa penance karma activities na never tyajyam to be given up karya must be done eva certainly tat that yajna sacrifice dhanam charity tapa penance cha also eva certainly pavanani purify manushin mansi nam even of the great soul. Act translation act of sacrifice charity and penance are not to be given up but should be performed. Indeed sacrifice charity and penance purify even the great soul. Purport: the yogis should perform act for the advancement of human society. There are many purificatory process of advancing a human being to spiritual life. The marriage ceremony, of example, is considered to be one of the sacrifices. It is called Vivaha Yagna. Should a sannyasi, who is in the renounced order of life and who has given up his life relation, encourage the marriage ceremony? The Lord say here that any sacrifice which is meant for human welfare should never be given up. Vivaha Yagna, the marriage ceremony, is the mean to regulate the human mind to become peace, is full for man. Most men, their Yagana should be encouraged even by person in the renounced order of life. Sannyasi should never associate with women, but that does not mean that one who is in the low stage of life, a young man, should not accept a wife in the marriage ceremony. All prescribed sacrifices are meant for achieving the Supreme Lord. Therefore, in the lower stage, they should not give given us similarly. Charity is for the purification of the heart. If charity is given to the suitable person as described previously, it leads one to advance spiritual life. One thing also, Prabhu, in Viva, I remember one thing. Uh, in 2 March, Satyam Prabhu also married.
Yes, Prabhu. Was it 2 days ago? January 5th?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. 2 years. In Govardhan.
Oh, Haribol. That's very nice.
In Govardhan. He is also Brajvasi.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's very nice. You want to read the next one, Prabhu?
मैं प्रभु
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
मैं अपि तु कर्माणि सङ्गमा त्यक्त्वा फलानि च कृत्वा यनिति मे पार्थ निश्चितं मातम् उत्तमम् Itani. All these appear certainly do must karmani activities sangama association yaktva renouncing faleni results cha also kartvayani has duty it is those me my Partha, O son of Pratha, Nishitam, definite, Matma, Mat, Matam, Matma, opinion, Uttamam, the best. Translation: all these activities should be performed without any expectation of result. They should be performed as a matter of duty, O son of Partha. That is my final opinion. Purport: although all sacrifices are purifying, one should not accept any result by such performance. In other words, all sacrifices which are meant for material advancement in life should be given up, but sacrifices that purifies one's existence and elevate one to the spiritual plan should not be stopped. Everything that leads to Krishna consciousness must be encouraged. In the Srimad Bhagavatam also it is stated that any activity which leads to the devotion service to the Lord should be accepted. That is the highest criterion of religion. A devotee of the Lord should accept any kind of work, sacrifice or charity which will help him in the discharge of devotion service to the Lord. Seventh, नित्यस्य तु संन्यासः कर्मणो नोपपद्यते मोहतस्य परित्यागस्तमसः परिकृतिः नित्यस्य describe duties to what sannyasa renunciation karmana activities na never upadhyate is deserved mohat by illusion tasya of which parityagaha renunciation tamasa in the mode of ignorance parikritha declared. Translation: described duties should never be renounced. If by illusion one gives up his prescribed duties, such renunciation is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Purport: work for material satisfaction must be given up, but activities which promote one to spiritual activity, like work for material satisfaction must be given up, but activities which promote one to spiritual activity, like cooking for the Supreme Lord and offering the food to the Lord and then accepting the food or recommended. It is said that a person in the renounced order of life should not cook for himself. Cooking for oneself is prohibited, but cooking for the Supreme Lord is not prohibited. Similarly, a sannyasi may perform a marriage ceremony to help his disciple in the advancement of Krishna consciousness. If one renounces such activities, it is to be understood that he is acting in the mode of darkness. Wait one. Come with. Oh, okay. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Who wants to continue?
Who wants to read?
Hare Krishna, may I read, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhu. Send that from Jai.
Thank you. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Dukham ityeva yat karmam kaya klesha bhayat rajat sakritva rajasam tyagam naiva tyaga phalam lapet. Dukham, unhappy, iti, thus, ever certainly, yat, that which, karma, work, kaya, body, klesha, troublesome, bhayat, out of, tyajat, fear, saha, that, kritva, after doing, rajasam, in the mode of passion, tyagam, renunciation, never, certainly not. Tyaga, renounced. Phalam, results. Labhet, gain. Translation. Anyone who gives up prescribed duties as troublesome or out of fear is said to be in the mode of passion. Such action never leads to the elevation of renunciation. Prabhu, you are muted.
Yes, bro. Yes, I didn't say anything important. You can read the purport.
Okay, bro. Purport. One who is in Krishna consciousness should not give up earning money out of fear that he is performing fruitive activities. If by working one can engage his money in Krishna consciousness, or if by rising early in the morning one can advance his transcendental Krishna consciousness, one should not desist out of fear or because such activities are considered troublesome. So, nice point about rising early. One should. Such renunciation is in the mode of passion. The result of passionate work is always miserable. Even if a person renounces work in that spirit, he never gets the result of renunciation. So even if it's troublesome for rising up early in the morning, we should still rise.
Yes, Prabhu. Because, yeah, if one gives up that because it is troublesome, that it is renunciation in the mode of passion.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
always
nice
miserable. If one renounces waking up in the morning because it is troublesome, then the result is miserable. So from trouble, one changes to misery.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one.
Next one.
Yeah. Okay. Karyam ityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate arjuna sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva setyagah satviko mataham. Karyam must be done. Iti thus, ever thus. Yat, that which, karma, work, niyatam, prescribed, kriyate, performed, Arjuna, or Arjuna, sangam, association, tyaktva, giving up, phalam, result, cha, also, ever, certainly, saha, that, tyagaha, renunciation, satvikaha, in the mode of goodness, madaha, in my opinion. Translation. But he who performs his prescribed duty only because it ought to be done and renounces all attachment to the fruit, his renunciation is of the nature of goodness, O Arjuna. Purport. Prescribed duties must be performed with this mentality. One should act without attachment for the result. He should be disassociated from the modes of work. A man working in Krishna consciousness in a factory does not associate himself with the work of the factory, nor with the workers of the factory. He simply works for Krishna, and when he gives up the result for Krishna, he is acting transcendentally. Yeah, I'm also working in a factory.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah,
Thank you.
this
Thank you, Varun Prabhu, for your kind association. Where is Prabhupada?
Yes, thank you so much, Varun Prabhu, for your kind association. Yeah, here it is said that it ought to be done. So when someone asks how I can chant my rounds, and just do it. Just there, you just sit down and you just chant the rounds. Because it ought to be done. It has to be done, then just try to do it.
Yeah, I think somebody said the same point in Ishtagoshki that we have to chant. I don't remember how it is exactly.
I remember.
Yeah. Or maybe it's no. I think I mixed up a few classes that I watched recently.
Somewhere it was said that it was asked.
Recently, Nimani Tai Prabhu gave a class in Singapore. I believe it's from that.
Yes, Prabhu.
Or maybe Prahlad Prabhu. I think Prahlad Bhakta Prabhu said that if something is forcing us
Yeah.
not to chant, and the opposite one, I forgot how.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Now I remembered also this. Then
Yeah, if something is forcing us not to chant, then it is okay force ourselves to chant also.
yes,
So,
Prabhu.
something
Yes.
like that.
Was actually quite nice. I need to. But the whole Istagosti was so long that it's hard to watch and remember all the good.
Yes, Prabhu. Like Prabhu told, like if something is restricting to chanting, like what is that? What is- something forced to like something is forcing to not be done, not to be chant. Then there is an like we must chant, and there is an uh, there is an action which forcing us to detach from the chanting, like that.
Yes, Prabhu.
Or it is something.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. Similarly, we need to force the action of chanting, as the action of not chanting is being forced.
Yeah.
Who wants to read text number 10?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hari Prabhu, Dandat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam, Jai Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dhanavad, Shri Prabhu.
And can't Prabhu?
You can read, Prabhu, yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you. Nadvesti akusharam karma kushare nanu sajate tyagi sadva samavishto medavishina samshayaha na never vesti patis akusharam inauspicious karma or kushare inauspicious na nor anu Chajate become attached. Tyagi de renoncer. Sattva goodness. Samavishtaha absorbed in. Medavi intelligent. Shina cut up. Samshayaha all tubes. Translation. Those who are situated in the mode of goodness, who neither had inauspicious work, nor are attached to auspicious work, have no doubt about work. Purport. It is said in Bhagavad Gita that one can never give up work at any time. Therefore, he who works for Krishna and does not enjoy the fruitive result, who offered everything to Krishna is actually a renounceur. There are many members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness who work very hard in their office or in the factory or some other place, and whatever they give to the society. Such highly elevated so are actually sannyasi and are situated in the renounced order of life. It is clearly only that here how to the renounce the fruit of work and for what purpose fruit should be renounced. Sorry. Okay, Hare Krishna.
1 second, Prabhu.
Next?
Yes, Prabhu.
No?
One.
Yes? Okay, sure. Excuse me. Nahi deha brita shakyam jatum karmani ashe Ashe Shataha Yastu Karma Faratyagi Satyagiti Advijate. Na never he centrally the Habrita of the unbudget. Shakyam possible Tyaktum to renounce karmani activities of Ashe Shataha altogether Yaha to anyone who karma work Faravisu Tyagi renouncent Saha he Tyagi the renouncent iti tus avidyate iti say. Translation: it is indeed impossible for an embodied being to give up all activities. Therefore, it is said that he who renounces the fruit of the action is one who has truly renounced. Purport: a person in Krishna consciousness acting in knowledge of his relationships with Krishna is always liberated. Therefore, he does not have to enjoy of or suffer the result of his act after this.
Hmm. Yeah, this was really straightforward verse. Okay, Amari Prabhu, you can read one more.
Okay. Okay. Anishtam ishtam mishram cha trividam karmanah faram bhavati acha ginam precha natu sanya sinam vashit ashtitam leading to hell, ishtam leading to heaven, mishram cha or mixture, trividam three, king's karmanaha work, param result, bhavati become achaginam of the renounced precha after this, na to but not sanya sinam of the renouncing order, vashit at any time. Translation: for one who is no renounced the threefold fruits of action, desirable, undesirable, and mixed accrue after this. But those who are in the renounced order of life have no such result to suffer or enjoy. Purport: a person in Krishna consciousness or in the mode of goodness does not hate anyone or anything which serves his body. He does work in the proper place and at proper time without fearing the troublesome effect of his duty. Such a person situated on transcendence should be understood to be most intelligent and beyond all dupes in his activities.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.
Okay, who wants to read next one?
May I read, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Panchaitani Mahabaho Karanani Niboddha me Sankhya-kritante Paroktani Siddhaya Sarvakarmanam Adhishtanam Tatha Karta Karanam Cha Prithak Vidham Vividhascha Prithak Cheshta Daivam Chaivatra Panchamam Pancha 5 Etani, all these, Mahabaho, Almighty Armed One, Karanani, cause, Nibodha, just understand, me, from me, Sankhya, in the Vedas, Kritante, after performance, Proktani said, Siddhaya, perfection, Sarva, all, Karmanam, actuated, Adhishtanam, place, Tadha, also, Karta, worker, Karanam, cha, and instruments, Prithak vidham, different kinds, Vividha, cha, varieties, Prithak, separately, Cheshtaha, endeavor, Daivam, the supreme, cha, also, ever certainly, Atra, here, Panchamam, 5. O mighty armed Arjuna, learn from me of the 5 factors which bring about the accomplishment of all action. These are declared in Sankhya philosophy to be the place of action, the performer, the senses, the endeavor, and ultimately the super soul. Yeah, very, very important verse. Nimanta Prabhu used to quote it many times.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the picture, and I always try to explain it, but I never
There's a picture of this verse?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Because maybe I've seen it. Purport. Equation may be raised that since any activities performed must have some reaction, how is it that the person in Krishna consciousness does not suffer or enjoy the reactions of work? The Lord is citing Vedanta philosophy to show how this is possible. He says that there are 5 causes for all activities and for success in all activity, and one should know these 5 causes. Sankhya means the stock of knowledge, and Vedanta is the final stock of knowledge accepted by all leading acharyas. Even Shankara accepts Vedanta Sutra as such. Therefore, such authority should be consulted. The ultimate will is invested in the super soul, as it is stated in the Gita, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi. He is engaging everyone in certain activities. Acts done under his direction from within yield no reaction, either in this life or in the life after death. The instruments of actions are the senses, and by senses the soul acts in various ways, and for each and every action there is a different endeavor. But all one's activities depend on the will of the super soul, who is seated within the heart as a friend. The Supreme Lord is the super cause. Under these circumstances, he who is acting in Krishna consciousness under the direction of the super soul, situated within the heart, is naturally not bound by any activity. Those in complete Krishna consciousness are not ultimately responsible for their actions. Everything is dependent on the supreme will, the super soul, the supreme personality of Godhead. So our endeavor is not enough to get some results of our actions.
Yes, Prabhu, Swami Prabhu, like in this regard, there is a picture in Bhagavad Gita that a person is buying something, cloth or something in a market. But I don't understand what the picture even means.
Can you, Prabhu, show this picture? Wait,
yes,
I don't remember.
It's a respect to this verse, Prabhu, these 5 factors of karma. And there is that image. I saw that.
Nimanita Prabhu
Yeah,
knows
maybe.
how to explain this. He explained this to the children in one.
Yeah.
It was like he was reading the picture. He didn't even need
Yeah.
anything. He was just reading the picture.
Yeah. Do you remember what class was that?
I'm not sure because there is maybe over 50 of those, but
Yeah, but he explained this many times. And we can actually practically see that although we, how to say, struggling to achieve some result, though, still it's not the ultimate factor that
yes,
decides.
so here is the action. Here is the action going on. If there's a marketplace and there is shopping going on, there is sellers and different things. And then the 5 acting principles are listed here. Here is the first one. The place of action. But there is the body, but here it is the marketplace and also the body.
Actually,
Then there is the performer.
Yes,
The very-
performer is that, I think that person who is buying clothes or something.
Yeah, the person who is buying the Nimanita Prabhu was explaining that he explained something like this, that there's a person, he's walking, and then he hears there is someone shouting, oh, here is cheap sari, and then he thinks, oh, I might buy a sari for my wife, and then he goes there, and this is the person. He's hearing, then there was endeavor was to buy the sari.
Prabhu, are you sharing that picture?
Yeah, it's not sharing actually.
Actually, it is not sharing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't
Yes. This
get the
picture.
Oh
picture.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually I found
Yes. This picture.
one
Prabhu.
video
Yeah.
by Nimanita Prabhu. I believe he explained in that video. We'll see.
Yeah, he
later.
opens this picture and then he explains.
I think Prabhu,
Hmm.
here if you see in below it's all these five factors are describing, right? This person
Yeah.
and this place is the place of, and its senses, and the Paramatma and the endeavor.
Yes,
This-
but the way Nimanita Prabhu explains it, he showed all the pictures like one, because I think this first picture, this is the place of action.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But he explained like what is going on in these small pictures, and I cannot explain like him because yeah, it's hard.
We can
Yeah, what is
after
going
the
on?
session we can watch one video I found. Actually,
is
the
going
topic
on?
is
Yeah.
different, but in that video he explained this particular verse.
Yes, sir.
Actually, it's not from his channel because not many devotees know that he has a second channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The place of action, the performer, the various senses.
I think this is the various senses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The many different kinds of endeavor and
Yeah.
Yeah, it
The
is.
first one is the place, and the second
Yeah.
one is the performer.
first one
Like,
is
I mean-
place, yes. Second one is performer. Yes.
But this
Like, I mean,
this could also be the senses because
Yes, yes, it is
Yeah.
pointing the eye. It's pointing the eye.
and
So,
yeah,
yes,
this
yes.
must be the performer.
yeah. This,
Yeah. And this is the
Hmm.
endeavor, right, bro? This last one possibly endeavor.
yeah, it's the many different kinds of endeavor because there is
Yeah,
one
he's
person
doing
trying to
something.
sell
Yeah.
something and making, one person is trying to make big profit, one person is trying to buy something cheaply, one person is trying to shout loudly what the price is. So there are so many different endeavors going on there.
And bro, it's not just physical endeavor, it can be endeavor in mind also,
Yeah,
circle
yes.
endeavor.
Yes. Like everyone goes to school, right? Somebody graduated, somebody even drops out, but why don't they get the same result? I mean, all day struggling and everybody wants to become rich like Bill Gates and
Yeah.
people like them.
But they are not able
But-
to do because they are corona.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they're struggling so hard. Maybe even Bill Gates, maybe he wasn't learning as other people, but somehow or other, because of his previous karma.
Yes, bro. Right.
Yeah, I need to catch up all these children's series
Yeah, these are really nice.
because Prabhu was publishing it so often, so I lost the track.
Actually, Prabhu updating this every day, but I not watch any of it.
Yeah, I miss this series. I mean, Krishna conscious taboos. I'd like to resume
Yes,
it.
bro. Yeah, that was really big one. It was
Yeah,
last summer, I remember.
if Nimanita Prabhu if Nimanita Prabhu gives us a class, we need to remind him about this.
Yeah.
Will that series will continue, Prabhu, that Krishna conscious taboos?
Yeah, that's what I'm want to ask. And you see this the first series, Krishna Consciousness Taboo, and the second one, he started with the moon hoax, how it is called, science, not history and cosmology, something like that. So this is another series. I'd like to have a class on history because I'm very bad at history, and I'd like to know it from authoritative sources like Vedas,
Yes, Prabhu.
especially how Britishers came and corrupted everything, spoiled everything. Of course, I heard it many times from Srila Prabhupada, but still I don't have the complete picture of it.
Now he says this painting shows a
Just hear the way that he narrates these stories.
mastery of technique. He looks at the painting and he thinks, oh, this is so nice. The painter who has done that is very good. The architect who has done that is very good, right? That's his logic.
How about this one?
This engine is a real piece of sophisticated engineering. Wow. The person who did this car is so good. And then he says, clearly no one made any of this. So he says that, oh, someone has done the building, someone has painted the painting, someone has, engineered and assembled this car. But then nature, which is much, much more beautiful, right? Oh, nobody did that. Is this very good logic? No, right?
Even a child can understand this.
So this is foolishness.
And big
Because
scientists
you see,
cannot.
they will look at the painting, right? Sometimes they look at the painting of flowers.
Yeah.
I will show you one famous painter
Yeah.
called Manet. Okay, let's see. And he likes to paint a lot of, you see, flowers. This is like lotuses, right? Is it?
It's so beautiful.
Okay, it's a beautiful painting, but
You are
Okay.
live. You are live.
we're going to start with the Mangala Charana Prayer. Mystic yoga. I will be able to fly in the sky. Ha ha ha. I will become so strong. People will worship me because of my mystic powers, right?
Okay.
Too much austerity. Oh, me, I fast 1 week without eating anything. Just see how great I am. So when sometimes we do too much austerity for no reason, it will be bad for the heart.
Yeah, these are really amazing because it's explained that you can explain to anyone because he's explaining it to a little child. So one can explain like this to anyone.
You are live.
Yeah, and it's very good because he doesn't quote anything. He uses simple logic.
Nicely,
So
but
it's
then
really good
if you
to.
divert your attention and you come here, oh, and we can see behind the Prabhupada pictures there.
Oh, see, here he's showing what ISKCON is doing.
Where is that? ISKCON has changed. No, Krishna only. What is that? Material
He's showing all
consciousness.
the nonsense that is going on.
See,
Ah,
so this
yeah.
Chatadvaita
The title is interesting. Yeah.
like that.
No, Krishna, only
Right?
material consciousness. And you see, I can
Does he
clearly
look like a
see it's
devotee?
from Russia.
Yes,
Not
Prabhu.
not this one, but those messages.
Yeah. Is he a devotee? No.
Everyone there is not devotee.
Yeah. All nonsense, right?
Yeah, Prabhu telling everyone there is not devotee.
Yeah.
Yeah. All nonsense, right?
But Sudhava Prabhu has become really strict. He always says that this is nonsense.
Like jumping, jumping,
Yeah.
jumping.
Jumping, thinking they are very
or they say rubbish.
self, right? Look at me. Look how
Oh,
nice
breakdowns,
I am. How
Hare
nice I
Krishna.
can move.
Oh.
Why do you look at Krishna
In front of the
dancing?
altar, or what
Look
is
at
that?
me dancing.
In the
I
corner.
am much better than Krishna. Is this very nice? Is he a devotee? No, he's a
I think-
competitor to Krishna.
These
Competitive.
nonsense
I've
are
heard
going
some
on
karmi.
temple. These are so much nonsense.
Yes, Prabhu.
How can they
Monica,
do this in
This
temple?
kind of instrument
Yeah, this part is one of my favorite. I mean, he sounds like from some cartoon, you know,
Yes, Prabhu.
like Tom and Jerry.
From Matilda's eyes. This man here is putting this music.
Tom and Jerry.
Is that nice devotee music? Altar behind, Jagannath
Yeah.
Baladev Subhadra is behind, and he puts this music.
Yeah, I saw some clip. It was in a nightclub, and devotees, I believe, performed kirtan in some nightclub, something like that. I shared in Hare Krishna management, but after that I removed that because
So what is this?
what
craze?
is that?
What
What
is
is that? Wow, I never saw this nonsense.
What is
Oh,
this?
Come on.
Oh my God.
And I can
Ay,
clearly
ay,
see
ay.
it's Russian
Oh my
devotees.
God.
this Russian really?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when I'm looking some footages, I mean, I can clearly distinct it is made in Russia. I don't know why, but it's clearly visible.
Yes, Prabhu.
They stand out somehow or other.
Yeah, this would be hard to how to explain to a child.
Yeah, many nonsense now is going on
Yeah,
in
Prabhu.
Russia.
I haven't seen even those. That's crazy. Imagine Prabhupada seeing some of his devotee dancing with saffron clothing on, with some naked women on the street also. With the Sankirtan.
My goodness.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And how are you gonna justify this? I mean, oh no, you don't understand. This is, I mean, I'm in ecstasy, Prabhu. This is kirtan.
This
I mean,
fall down is my lila, Prabhu.
mm-hmm.
Lives where poor women and children are being killed. At the moment that we
Yeah,
speak
very nice
now,
picture.
there are wars in some countries where women and children are being killed. So can we say, oh, this world is
But imagine in some normal school
beautiful?
if you teach like this, they would get so
It's not,
angry.
because such things happen.
The parents would.
We have
Yeah.
not experienced maybe in this life.
At least
Right.
50% of
Neither the
students
So these
would
kind of
become
things happen. You
brahmacharis
look at these
and drop
Baku
out the school.
factories, excess pollution.
But these
so
are
much
really to this,
pollution.
sir.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the
so
point
start
of studying those
manga.
equations and all this stuff? I mean, how is it practical in real life?
Yes, like those things never come to any use in our life. All this time was.
We discovered how
Yeah.
to do abortion. This is our scientific advancement.
Wow, I never saw this
Now we
picture.
can kill the baby in the womb. Is it very nice?
No.
Demonic scientist, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we discover how to use the nuclear bomb. Kill 10 million people in 1 second. Oh, we are very smart. Is it very nice?
But Krishna's going to get angry at them.
Yes. Krishna is angry at them and he says in Bhagavad Gita, these people,
Nimai Nite Prabhu's
we're
marriage
gonna send
son
them into
of
hell and
class.
they're going to take
Yes,
birth in the
Prabhu.
lower body. Dogs.
Very cool.
In this same way he explained this picture. I was trying to find that.
Dogs like that.
Mm.
Pig.
Yeah, pig. I'm so strong.
Oh,
there's
it is
no
clearly
God.
in
I am
Russian.
God.
It
I
is
will
written
conquer the entire
America.
world.
Yes,
The
sir.
whole world will belong to me. We shall kill all my enemies. I will rule one and all, and everybody will bow down before me, the greatest fighter in the whole universe.
Imagine if you had father like this. I would never watch those cartoons. I would always
He's
think,
a good man.
Papa's class father.
He's a crazy fella, right?
Yes.
And he's gonna
Even the proposal.
Crazy film.
Hello, right?
die, right?
Well,
Yes,
So Krishna's gonna kill him as death. One day Krishna's gonna come as death. Oh, my friend, you thought you were very strong. Now your last breath is coming. Oh, finish. What are you gonna do? What can you do? Your last breath is coming. Your heart is stopping to beat.
I remember
control
somebody
his
argued,
heartbeat?
oh, your God,
No,
I mean,
finish
in
my
your
friend.
Bhagavad Gita, it is said that your God is dead, personified. Yeah, I said, yes, for atheists, it is dead.
Yes, Prabhu.
So they're trying to argue like that. Oh, what kind of God you have? But do you remember it was a class in Australia
Yeah, I think it
Even
was.
if,
when many children around or only
Yeah, I
Sudha,
think
Krishna?
Yeah, I was just thinking about this, that which one it was. But
Yeah, I believe it's 50 plus classes. So
Dimitri Prabhu,
yes.
I want to know that in Russia, like how much people are spiritual or what is the condition of Russia?
Most of them are Orthodox Christians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like my parents, so-called Christians.
Okay, I cannot find it, but we will watch the short story of Foolish
I was
Bumblebee.
going to say binoculars.
Yes,
I
bro.
pronounce it
This
binoculars.
is
Maybe
funny.
binoculars, is it?
Yeah.
Mataji, binoculars? We pronounce binoculars, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One
Binocular.
more on the list. Binoculars. Okay, so binoculars. So he's holding binoculars and he's staring at the honey, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you ready to read the story?
Yes. Foolish bumblebee. The foolish.
Once a bumblebee was sucking the flower in the garden.
The honey. The
Oh,
honey.
nice nectar from this flower.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nicey, 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 sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Oh, what happened? In the garden. Okay. The flower in the garden. He saw a transparent glass bottle full of honey. Wow, 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 wow. It's my lucky day.
This is like Tom and Jerry voices, actually.
I'm going to lick this beautiful honey. Why should I work hard sucking the honey from the flowers? Here, there's so much honey. Let me enjoy. Without realizing that the honey was covered by the glass bottle, the foolish bee tried again and again to relish it. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I just want to see if I'm still sharing. Yes, okay. Nom, 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 nom. This honey. Oh, I'm licking the honey. Is he actually tasting the honey?
No.
What is he tasting?
The butter.
Glass only.
Yeah.
But glass is transparent, right? We can see through. So he's thinking, I'm tasting the honey. Alas, the bumblebee could not touch the honey. What to speak of relishing its sweetness? I've been licking for 1 hour. The foolish bumblebee was simply deceived and frustrated. So did he achieve what he wanted?
No.
He wanted to taste the sweetness. Has he
In
managed?
our condition, we try to
Why
find
he
happiness
did
in
not
material.
succeed?
He needs to open the lid.
So that means he doesn't know how to do, right?
Yeah.
He's ignorant on how to taste the honey, right?
Yeah.
Could he have helped? Could he have opened the lid by himself?
No.
Can a bee open a jar of honey?
No.
It's too hard for him, right?
Yeah.
So how could a bee taste the honey?
I don't know. For the flower.
From the floor. Well, the honey's all in the jar. How to do?
You have to, if you can knock it over, it'll just crash with honey.
If someone comes and decides to give the honey to the bee, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you go there, you open the
That
jar,
is good.
and you give it, you let the bee go inside, or you give him some honey.
Yeah, but then he's gonna get stuck in there.
So that's why I'm saying you get maybe just a little bit like that, right? Then he can taste.
The
So
children
he needs
know
help.
it
Can he
because
taste
it's hard.
the honey independently?
No.
He can try thousands of years. He's not going to be successful, right? Okay. So the purport, it's a long purport, so I will just tell you I will let you know the meaning of that purport is this. Is that if the honey is just like love for Krishna, or Krishna, okay? Okay, so then sit properly. Okay, Shiva, sit properly. Okay, the three of you, go sit properly. So the honey is like Krishna, or love for Krishna, okay? So can we get love for Krishna because of our own endeavor?
No.
Just like the bumblebee? I will get love for Krishna. Now, I will try my best, and because of me, I will taste love for Krishna. Is it like that?
Yep.
So how can we taste love for Krishna then?
Sing.
But how? By singing? Is that all?
Chanting.
Oh, is it? This is, yeah, okay, this is the process, but is it assured that we're going to taste love for Krishna by chanting?
No.
Have you tasted this morning when singing?
No.
No, so how come? If that's the process, if singing means I'm going to get love for Krishna and you're doing it every day, how come is it you don't have it yet? So what is the secret? How to get love for Krishna?
You can't get
We
it.
can't get it, like the bumblebee, right? So what is the solution?
Yes, Prabhu.
How to get love of God?
I don't know.
You do not know. So should
You have to love him.
we have to love him, but that's what I'm saying. The love is not there yet. So how to bring the love in the heart?
Nivanita Prabhu is really challenging them. That's they're so young also. That's so nice to see.
It's a piece of paper.
No. Why do you need a piece of paper?
Because I want to see. Is after class playtime?
After class is another time. It's not now. So now you focus on the class. Now I answered properly. So, okay, just like the bumblebee, how can the bumblebee taste the honey? You spoke of it.
Oh, we need to open the cap.
So the bumblebee needs someone's help, right?
Yeah.
So to taste love of God, we need someone's help. Who is that person?
Krishna.
No, I'm speaking about Krishna. We need someone else's help.
Man's help. No, a spiritual master help.
Yes, very good. We need
Hadi
the
go.
help of the spiritual master.
I'll show something.
Okay? So we are dependent on the spiritual master. Just like the bumblebee needs the help of someone. Can he just open by himself? No. So similarly, we cannot get Krishna Prema. It's not possible. By
Terrible.
ourselves, it's not possible.
That's getting too much.
Even if we try. Even if I say, I'll sing Krishna's name like anything, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's not necessarily that Krishna will give you his love for him. No. You need the mercy of the pure devotee. Then we will get Krishna Prema. Okay? So in the morning, during the Mangalarti song, there's a very important line. Yeah, that's the Mangalarti. Very good. So the last one. Yasya prasada Bhagavad prasado Yasya prasada Nagati kutopi Dhyayam stuvam stasya Yashastri sadyam Vande Guru Shri Sharanayam. Okay, so Yasya prasadat Bhagavad prasado Yasya aprasadat Nagati kutopi. What does that mean? If, by the mercy of Krishna, we get a...
Okay, but I will find this today and share it in the group. Haribol.
Yes, Prabhu.
I think I need to clip it because there has been like 4 times when I wanted to show that part to explain that picture, but I never found it. So I think
We can watch another video where he explained this. I can share it.
Oh yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Should we? But we can. Yeah, we can do this after the session.
yes, Prabhu. So I think we read this purport, the instrument. Yeah. Okay, now we read 6 Astakam prayers. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam shreyah kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamritasvadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Namakari Bahuda Nija Sharva Shakti Tatra Pita Nyamita Smaranena Karaha Tadishikavat Vitadishitava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdevam Sham Ijanina Nuragaha.
Nadopi Srichena, Gararupi Prisuna, Amarina Vanadena, Ittadena,
Nathanam Najanam Nasundarim Kavitam Vajagadishakamaye Mama Janmani Janmanishware Bhavatat Bhaktira Haituki Tvai.
Ainandatanuja kinkaram patitamam visame bhavam buddha yato ito buddhi sadvisam vichintare.
Nayanam Karadashudharaya Vatanam Gadgada Rudaya Gira Purakai Nichitam Vabhukada Tavanam Agranai Pavishyati.
Yugaitam nimeshena chakshusha pravirsha itam chunya itam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me.
आश्लिष्य वा पदार्थं पिनष्टु मां मद्रशनान्मरं हतान् आत्मा करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राणनाथ एव न
Haribo. Translation.
glories to the Sri. Okay, okay, please continue. Please continue.
No problem, you can read this one. Haribo.
Okay, thank you. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtana, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fear of conditioned life for repeated birth and death. This Sankirtana movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large. At large, it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of our transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw of the industry. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth.
So now Maharaj Nanda. Hey Prabhu, go on. Yeah, go on.
Okay. O son of Maharajananda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet some or other, I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. Thank you.
O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy names? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on the end at the recitation of your name? O Govinda, feeling your separations, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Haribo, Sri Siksastakam ki jai.
Jai.
Jai. Jai.
Jai.
Offenses to the holy name. First offense, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord.
Second,
Nabanchu. Coming Prabhu.
okay, bro. Second offense, to consider names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Thank you, Guru.
Third offense, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master.
To blaspheme the Vedic scripture or scripture in pursuance to the Vedic version.
To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination.
Sixth offense, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord.
Seventh offense, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name.
Eighth offense, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as putative activities karmakanda.
Offense number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name.
Offense
To not have
number
complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment, never after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devote will claim to be Vaishnava must guard against this offense in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Haribol.
Pancha
Haribo, Vancha,
Pancha
Kadarabhusya, Krupa, Sindhu,
Jai
Deva,
Kripa Sindhu
Patitanam,
Patitanam
Pavaneshyabhyo,
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavabhyo,
Vaishnavabhyo
Namo
Namo
Pancha
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Jai Shri
Thank you, Sai
Prabhupada.
Prabhu, for your reading association.
Jai,
Thank you so much. Thank you all
Jai,
for your kind
Hare Krishna,
Jai.
Prabhupada.
Jai.
Gita is
Sami
also
Prabhu, I will
very,
share
very good.
now 1 second.
Yes, Prabhu.